joining me on my channel today. I'm going to go through some books that I have been buying, which are for my July haul. So they're all on my TBR for July. And again, like my previous reel, I have got these off Vinted. So for those of you that are following me, you will know that I'm a little bit addicted to the Vinted app here in Spain for books. I'm Kerry Kennedy. I'm a multi-genre author. I am a book blogger and reviewer. And I'm quickly filling up my bookshelf. In fact, I've really run out of space right now, so I'm waiting for my other half to build me my library, which is going to be in a different part of the house. So we are doing a house reform. It's quite substantial because the property is around 8,000 square metres, and Craig, who's my other half, has promised me an entire room all to myself that will be made into a really lovely, luxurious library with a secret door. So I'm really excited for that. It's probably going to be a couple of years down the line. But let's start with some of the books that I have been buying. So the first one I've got is called The Husband's Secret, which is by author Leanne Moriarty. And this is a book about a mother of three and a wife. And she discovers an old envelope in the attic. It's written in her husband's hand, and it says, "To be opened only in the event of my death." So this is a thriller, and like all the books I'm buying off Vinted, this one has arrived. It just looks absolutely perfect. It's got a little price tag on the back. I don't know about you, but I'm really, I don't really like to have tags and stickers and stuff like that all over my books. I mean, this one from Colin Hoover, it starts with us. It hasn't got a sticker, but it looks like it's got a sticker, so that for me aesthetically isn't really that pleasing. But I've bought this one as well from Vinted. Now, I have read It Ends With Us, and it's taken me a little while to get around to buying this book, but I'm quite excited to read it. So this is actually going to be the next book that I'm going to read, and what I love about this, it's got like yellow pages, so it's actually quite a really nice book. So now I'm debating when I put it on my bookshelf, am I going to put it with the spine forward, or am I going to put it with these other yellow pages forward? So I'm not sure. I'm going to have a little debate about that, because I'm actually toying with the idea of getting books that have got different coloured pages, just so that I can have a really nice rainbow effect. I mean, I've got a rainbow effect anyway on my bookshelves, but I'm looking for having, you know, the actual pages as a rainbow effect. I bought this really cute book by Jennifer Joyce. It's called The Little Bed and Breakfast by the Sea. I mean, I love all cutesy kind of books. I mean, Carol Matthews and also Jenny Colgan are some of my favourite go-to authors, and Donna Ashcroft I love as well. And also shout out for a wonderful indie author called Elizabeth Holland. So if you haven't heard Elizabeth Holland, then you must take a look at her books, because she writes close romances and they're really cute and just endearing stories, and her characters are always perfect. So she has become my new go-to author alongside some of the more established authors such as Jenny Colgan, Carol Matthews, Donna Ashcroft. I haven't read anything by Jennifer Joyce, but I did actually read a really good interview by this author not so long ago, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to actually find something of hers that I can read. So I'm quite looking forward to this, and isn't it just, it's such a cute book cover. I love it, and it's perfect for summer reading as well. It's got the whole aesthetics of summery. Then I bought this book that I heard so much about. It's called Fangirl, and this is by the author Rainbow Rowell, and it's not just like a pretty name. So this is quite a chunky book, and I'm probably not going to read this until the very end of the month, because I've got actually some other books, and I'm just getting over reading Terms and Conditions and Fine Print by Lauren Asher, and Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score, which are all massive, epic 600-page books. So I'm not really on the market for reading an epic book at the moment with quite so many pages I want to, because it took me a little while to get through them. So this one I'm probably going to read towards the end of July. I might even save it for August, because I mean, let's face it, we're nearly in August already, aren't we? 2 more weeks and we're there. I don't know where the year is going. But I heard a lot about Fangirl, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to purchase that. And it just so happened that it was on Vinted. Then I bought another book by Leanne Moriarty called 9 Perfect Strangers. So I've got now 2 by this author. So this is a thriller as well. So I've now got these 2 by the author. So I haven't read her books before, but when I read the blurb on this one, it's what spurred me to buy this one here, The Husband's Secret, because I really love thrillers. So I like all sorts of romantic comedies, and I like romance, like billionaire romance tropes, like frenemies to lovers, enemies to lovers, you know, the whole shebang with all those type of romances I love. But my favourite genre are psychological thrillers and thrillers. I just find something really appealing about these genres. And this is one luxury retreat in the middle of nowhere, 10 days in which no one can leave, 9 strangers seeking perfection, and each discovering the perfect lie. So this sounds like it's going to really keep me turning the pages, and it's going to probably hold my attention. And I reckon I'll probably finish this in a couple of, maybe 2 or 3 evenings reading. And the last book that I bought, which I couldn't even remember buying, and I've never heard of Alexander McCall Smith before actually, so I'm quite intrigued to start reading this. It's called Morality for Beautiful Girls. It's the #1 ladies detective agency, published in 1998, introduced the world to the one and only Precious Ramotzi. Sorry, having difficulty with my pronunciation there. The engaging and sassy owner of Botswana's only detective agency. Okay, so I'm going to give it a go. It's probably going to be quite good. I mean, I love the colour. It's not loud, it's not in your face, it's quite a subtle cover, but there's just something quite mystical about it that I'm quite liking. So I'm going to read that in a few weeks' time. It looks like for me to be quite a short read. So all in all, I've got 6 books. I have got my Kindle where I'm reading quite a lot of stuff, and in fact, at the moment, I'm reading Samantha Hayes' book. I'm reading a book called Inheritance, which is coming out very soon, so I will be talking about that and doing a review on it, and I'll do like a chat review on it rather than just sending out the picture with some loads of blurb on it, because it's absolutely fantastic. I really enjoy it. So thanks for watching me today and seeing what new books I bought. These two are the ones that I'm really excited to read. Like I said, I've never read Leanne Moriarty before, and yeah, I'm really excited. You can tell I'm really excited because I can't stop looking at the books. Thank you for joining me and catching up with me, see what I'm reading in July for the rest of the month, what I've been buying off Vinted, and I hope that I'm inspiring you to buy a couple of these books. And if you have already read It Starts With Us, drop me some comments, let me know what you thought, or if it's on your TBR. I mean, it's a very talked about book. All of Colin Hoover's books are very talked about. And she has a lot of controversy surrounding her. There's a lot of people who love her, and there's a lot of people that are just like, no. And there's a lot of people who don't even bother reading it because they had this predetermined impression, you know, of what they think of Colin Hoover. But let me tell you, I think she's an amazing author. She brings out all sorts of emotions when I'm reading, and you just never know which way the story's going to go. So I like reading a good Colin Hoover book. In fact, my favourite book by Colin Hoover was Verity. So if you haven't read that, it's a psychological thriller, and it really is a very good story. So that's it from me on this week's vlog. It's very short because my book, Me In Casablanca, has just gone live today on Amazon. I'll drop you the link below in case you want to have a look at that. It's a small town billionaire love triangle romance about a girl called Ellie, whose life's been on autopilot for quite a while, so she takes herself off to Casablanca and meets the drop-dead gorgeous billionaire Omar. But enough about that, that's not what this vlog is about today. So thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If there's anything that you'd like me to cover, then do let me know. Next week, we are going to be talking about ChatGPT 4 and AI even, not IA. You can tell it's Friday afternoon here, a very humid day in Spain. I think it's just actually frazzling my brain significantly. But next week's topic is going to be all about AI, how it can impact an author or writers, how some people are a little bit scared of it, why I'm not scared about it, how I use it, which is not for writing books, by the way. But that's a topic we're going to be discussing next week. So if you're interested, keep an eye out for my log for next week, and there'll be more information on that. Thank you, take care, and it's Friday here, so have a fantastic weekend.